everybody and welcome to the channel Bob Sales this time next year. So that's been an interesting night on Twitterverse tonight. So there's been some strange things on a Mutascan all night. There has been a lot of movements from veve's wallet going to the 9th rated wallet, which happens to be Danny's wallet. So right now we're seeing a lot of transaction that's happens overnight and a lot of weird ones, a lot of very low mint numbers. I mean, there's a lot of random mint numbers, but there's definitely something that's not really adding up. They're not being upfront with. So it does not look good for veve. So with all that being said, I'm going to keep my personal opinions to myself. Obviously, this is not a reflection on Danny Boy himself, because I think if most of us had the opportunity to purchase stuff at the prices he did, and for some of the item mint numbers, I think most of us would have went for it. I think that's one of the main problems right there. Fair opportunities. Everyone should have equal opportunities. So with that being said, let's get into the reasons why I don't like the idea of what veve's just done here. So the first reason for not liking this is the transparency. So I'm not being funny, it would have took one tweet from veve beforehand or during to stop any FUD that was building up, or any sense of being hacked, for instance. Because at first a lot of people did think we were being hacked. So that was one thing. Just be transparent. So the second issue with this, equal opportunities. If you wanted to sell some mints at some point, if you wanted to sell some stuff off, give everyone a fair chance. Don't make side deals with people in the background, which none of us even knew was an option, by the way. So yeah, equal opportunities. Everyone's equal in this app. They should be. So my third point is going to be the premium mints. I say premium as there was some mints that were really high, say 29,900 out of a 30k comic, or there was some that was 100 mint or sub 100 mint. So there's quite a few random mints as well. That is one thing you should point out. There was quite a few random mints. There was more random mints than there was valuable mints, but there was a lot of valuable mints that made up for that. So my problem with that is some of these mints were the older comics. So Marvel Comics 1 Secret Rare, for instance, mint 100, or the Spider-Man animated collectible. It was a lot of the older collectibles, a lot of good mints, and I think you could have sold higher on the app. So that's one of my problems. You did release a lot of mints right there. So that's definitely one of my issues. You released a lot of mints there that was not available to the public. Now, I know them mints exist. That does not bother me that mints exist. I'm not bothered at that whatsoever. I know them mints are going to come out at some point, which is why I've never based myself or my collection around the 41 mints. Although I do have some really low mints, if you want to buy some, that is. So I think point number 4 is the cost. So some of the mints have been trading overnight from veve to Danny Boy's wallet, for instance. Journey into the Mystery 83 Secret Rare. The floor was 1.3 for the last 3-4 days. And this has actually sold to Danny for 1,000 gems. So 300 gems under floor. But I'm not sure Danny's explanation explained this very well whatsoever. He brought under floor and for good mints. Premium mints where you can sell for more than that. So my 5th point, again, cost. What was paid in total? What was the total aspects of this transaction? Was there more to this transaction than meets the eye? Was there more than what we're seeing right now? Was there something else happening other than what we're seeing on the blockchain right now? Or my 6th point. Why did the Pride cards go back? So some of the cards that were transferred to Danny actually then went back to veve. To me, it sounds like he was transferred loads of random mints and then he's actually sent some back what he didn't want. Or the card that he didn't want. The character he did not like the most. So, yeah. That's definitely one of the oddest bits and one of the shadiest bits about the whole transaction. That is definitely the shadiest bit about the transaction. And the other question, so does it take liquidity from the market? Of course it takes liquidity of the market. Look at what's just happened. He's been buying stuff from veve's reserve, not from the market we're currently looking at. Not only that, it hurts low mint collectors, it does hurt the market because now that money is not being spent on the market. Point number 8 is it's now open day. That's it. Congratulations, Wales. You can all now go to veve and ask them for deals and they have to oblige. And I don't blame you for any chances. Now this, like I said, this is no reflection on Danny Boy. If I had the money, I'd do exactly the same thing if there was a chance. But a lot of people with the money didn't know there was a chance. So was that being fair to them also? It's got to be a fair app, guys. It does look shady. So I think that's my conclusion. It does look shady. It looks shifty. I don't understand why it was done in the background when everyone was going to notice. I don't understand why it wasn't addressed first to stop any of these videos coming out, any of the problems it was going to create. Again, where was the secret deal taking place? It's not like you can really message veve.me for these sort of things. So where was the deal taking place? Was this fair to any other user on the app? You personally could have sold some of them mints for more. You could have auctioned them off for more. I think a lot of people would have paid more. So Danny's laughing all the way to the bank right there. I'm not for it. I'm not bullish about it. I see a lot of people saying that it could be bullish. It could be for a lot of reasons. Until we get the facts, it's not a bullish thing. It looks desperate. It looks shady. And it looks underhand. So with that being said, that's been my take. I've been your host, Bob Sales. This time next year, we will be millionaires. A peace.